from 10 years to now, when junk removal was a thing, what, 15 years ago, it's changed so much. The landscape of this industry has changed so much. So back in the day, it used to be the phone would ring, you'd get your truck and your trailer, jump in it, and go off and do your junk removal. And then I also remember when I would write my calendar, my schedule. I would write my schedule and all the jobs I had throughout the day on a notebook, right? I had this notebook, this Mead notebook. It sat on my dash of my truck. And I put down, you know, the schedule. And I just put 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and put the first job, second job. I didn't really have the time limit. And then as my business is growing, I started buying a calendar, right? And I would put the time that the person wanted me there. And then I got really detailed with my customers. So what time do you need me? 2 o'clock. And I'd put at 2 o'clock, I'd have like an 11 o'clock, a 12 o'clock, a 1 o'clock, and then a 2 o'clock. And I never could do it. So, you know, but it was little things like that that made me money. My calendar, my paper calendar. And I'll tell you something, my paper calendar was a great way for me to grow my business. I mean, it was always there. I always had a pen with me. It was always made of paper. So it wasn't a, oh shit. It wasn't anything that was really, really difficult. Then as my business is growing, I decided to build a website. And I built all the insides of that website. I built the traffic for it. I built a really powerful website and started doing videos. And then as I'm doing the videos, I complicate the business, you know what I mean? I start doing these YouTube videos. I start doing these, hey, what's up? Good morning, Alex. I start doing these YouTube videos. I start doing these TikTok videos, and the business is growing. But overall, it's the same business from 15 years ago. It's the identical business from 15 years ago, because people still call, I still answer the phone, and I still go to their house. But we have complicated the business so much in the last 10 years, I've noticed. We have made this business difficult with small things that have made such a big difference in junk removal. And I'm gonna explain those things. For instance, now you can go buy a service to answer the phone for you. Like you can hire people from the Philippines, you can hire people from Workies, you can just hire people to do that, which is an expense, of course. So you hire somebody to do that. Now there's coaching programs out there. There's online courses like mine. And then you can buy a good course or you can buy a fake course, and there's a lot of fakers out there. But there's those programs out there that you buy online courses. Not, as a matter of fact, if you don't want to do that, you can buy a mentorship program. You can buy someone to mentorship you, and that's going to cost you thousands of dollars. There's online marketing. You can market your business online and spend money doing that. So you can hire a firm to answer your phones. You can hire somebody to watch their online courses. You can hire a mentorship coach, and you can do online marketing. And of course, there's people in our industry and people out of our industry, and so you can get yourself a business coach. Just somebody who knows something about business, right? Then there's these companies that will get you the leads, such as Thumbtack, Angie's Money. They charge money. Those companies came out of the woodwork so fast, it was pitiful. And so when they came out about 8 or 7 years ago, they hampered the business so hard. They've made so many junk removal businesses go bankrupt and close their doors and cease operations. You add all these things up together, and you know what you have? You lose your profit. You lose any money that you would take home and spend on your family or your newborn son or your children, your wife, any dream, or that $2,000, just whatever it is, right? You've spent money doing it. I'm up here near an airport, so usually it cuts out. So hopefully it doesn't cut out for that long. So stay tuned, guys, okay? Stay tuned on the channel. I got a lot to talk about this morning. Then you have people like GMB consultants, Google My Business consultants. Now it's called Google Maps. But these are people that will actually go into your Google My Business account and log in and then, upgrade it or, add stuff to it. And these consultants eventually will steal all your information from them, and then that hampers your business. But it costs money. It costs money. We're not dumb. It costs money. And if that's not good enough, well, if Google doesn't want to do it for you, you can buy Google ads. You can buy Google preferred ads. You can buy, it's just a plethora of people throwing so many ads and so many services and so many sales calls to you that you get overwhelmed. But this is the same business it was 15 years ago, 10 years ago. It's the same business. Nothing has changed. The only thing that's happened in this ocean of junk removal is there are now sharks, and we are the guppies. Thank you, Carson. And then there is CRM. What is CRM? Why do we have to complicate things with CRM? Why is there those reasons to have CRM when you can keep track of that stuff yourself? If you don't know your customer, you shouldn't be in this business. So Carson answers, you must hate money because I make money with Google ads. Thank you. Does anybody know how to block anybody on this YouTube channel? Then there's companies like Workies and House Call Pro. Again, money and money. House Call Pro and Workies, what are they? They're just a calendar. The same thing that my paper mead folder was doing, my binder was doing. The same identical thing. It's just they complicated it. And there's services out there right now that do the identical or even better service that Workies and that House Call Pro does, called Google Calendar, Google Tasks, do the identical thing that they do. There's so many small intricacies of this business and so many services that will cost you money, that will hamper and slow down. So imagine if you're new to this business and you get all these sales calls from these business consultants, Google ads and thumbtacks and Angie's List bothering you. Hey, is your Google My Business account down? Website consultings. There's people that will up your website to help you rank higher, so you can build your website stronger than ever, stronger than you can build it. Then there's people and companies that invest money in SEO to help you rank. I mean, it's a service that you could do that's so easily to do, by the way. And it's a service that they offer, but they charge you for it. There's so many little services that are now here that exist for junk removal right now at a cost that weren't here 15 years ago, and we're still doing the same damn thing. We are ultimately always picking up trash. Trash hasn't innovated. I'm sorry. The trash hasn't innovated. It's still a trash bag with bubblegum wrappers and old food. It's still trash. It's still that old raggedy ass lawn chair and that broken umbrella or that broken down fridge without Freon or a compressor that went out. It's still the same thing. But what's happened is that we complicated it. And you think, oh, we didn't do anything. Yes, you did. If you bought any of these services, you complicated it. You did complicate it. You made it more difficult for small businesses to succeed in this business that are just starting out. Jose Cenero says, next door is the way to go. I spend zero on advertising. Word of mouth is strong, brother. If you do a good job, you will always have word. It's true. It's true, Jose. There are services that would actually do help you. One of those services was Google Places when it first came out for Google, right? Now there's people that will sell that outside contract that will try to sell that to you. You know what I mean? But there's people like, there used to be Craigslist that was free. Google Places. Now there's Nextdoor that's free. There's so many small things out there that will help you. For instance, I remember back in the day, I did free online directories, and the directories like Yahoo, Bing, Google Places, used to be called Google Places, a free online directory. I put all my information there and I would get business off of it. Now there are companies that are sharks in this ocean of junk removal that will steal and contract that information to try to sell it to you. It's really pitiful. So you imagine, listen, I want you to think about this. Imagine that small young entrepreneur that saw my YouTube videos or saw Jedi junk removals or saw somebody else's videos and said, man, I want to start this. If he can do it, why can I do it? If Ricardo can do it, if the Junk Guys can do it, why can I do it? Is there a reason why I can't open one? And then they're 20 or 21 years old. They just graduated from high school. They don't want to go to college. You know what I mean? They want to start this entrepreneur spirit that they have inside of them. And they get in the business, they buy their truck and trailer, and then they're looking for jobs. And what happens at this point, there's so many people picking up the phone and calling them, hey, we can help you with SEO. We can help you build a website. And I think there's a lot of people that can relate to this out there. I think there's a lot of people that can actually look at this and relate to it. That can say, hey, I was ripped off by this company. They absolutely didn't do shit for me. I was talking to one of my friends in North Carolina, and he says, man, this SEO company that I just fired about 3 months ago, they were charging me $400 a month. $400 a month. And my phone stopped ringing. As soon as I got rid of them, my phone stopped ringing. I said, wait a minute, you're paying them $400 and your phone wasn't ringing. Then you stop paying them and your phone's not ringing. I said, well, shit, that's great. Your phone's still not ringing. That's awesome. He said, just in the last few weeks, my phone started ringing again. Those people try to steal my SEO. I mean, my GMB, you know? Be Grateful says, constantly being hit up by services. Of course. So I was talking to my friend Carson, right? And Carson, who just came out of the closet in the recent weeks, right? Yeah, I just wanted to make a side note of that. He comes up and he says, hey, Ricardo, I got this phone call from a realtor company, a Keller Williams, and they said, hey bud, we have a network of, realtors that really, we have work for you. So we want to sign you up to put you in our directory, right? And Carson, who came out of the closet recently, was like, he gets all excited. He's like, yeah, that's great. He goes, yeah, so we want to put you in the directory so other people can use your service right now. Keller Williams, or the realty company, the huge one across the US, and we want to put you in this directory, but I need you for a job right now. And he was like, what? And that's at this point, he was like, okay, this doesn't seem right. And the guy says, listen, all you got to do is buy this ad in this directory, and then people will hire you. And I'm like, God, dude, how many times I've gotten that phone call, right, guys? And I know a lot of people know what I'm talking about, right? So I got another message really fast. And it says, JJ said, my problem in the area of all the quick money people and the crackheads want to charge super cheap. I saw a guy yesterday on Facebook, pick up load $40. Some never learn. You know, let me read that. J&J, it's not the crackheads who ruin this business, J&J. I think you're concentrating on the wrong things, and I'm not questioning what you're saying. So in the last 15 years, there's always been crackheads, always, okay? Always been crackheads picking up for really cheap prices, picking up for really low end, for a service that's really low end, for a service that's really shady. And when we come to shady, when you hire a crackhead, you exactly get what you deserve. They don't show up. They start prowling your neighborhood. They start prowling your house. You've hired these crackheads to go in your backyard to remove patio furniture. They go back there and remove patio furniture. You come back from a trip a month later and your fucking grill is gone. That's the type of people I always look at the crackhead junk removal company as a person that's not going to be in the business, but a person we shouldn't kick out. So I want you to think about this, JJ. My business in the last 2 years has quadrupled. Well, not quadrupled, tripled, okay? 3 times more than I've done in the past 10 years. And every year it grows. And what happens in this industry? What happens in this industry? This industry gets more junk removal companies. Be Grateful says, I don't even want cheap customers. That's how I see it. It's not about that. Cheap customers are okay. It's okay. Let me explain. It's about the companies that are coming into junk removal, okay? That are putting the service out there for us. What is the service? Well, everybody knows what a plumber does. Everybody knows what a plumber does. Everybody knows what a roofer does, okay? Everybody. Everybody also knows what a carpenter does, or a landscaper, the guy who cuts your grass. But what is junk removal? So I want you to think about that. If you gathered up 1,000 women, you tell them, hey, I'm in the junk removal business, they're gonna go, what kind of business is that? Think about how many people know that, but then think of those 1,000 women when you tell them, hey, I'm gonna hire a plumber, and they say, oh, okay. Every one of them is gonna know what that is. So these companies that come in as junk removal companies, these companies that come in and start junk removal, and then, and I'll prove this to you. I'll prove this to you right off the bat, okay? I'll prove this right off the bat. Is these companies come in, they open a junk removal service, and they stay in business for about a year. But they put the service out there. They put the service out there. Get on Facebook right now, and right after this video, of course, and check how many junk removal services are going bankrupt right now, that are ceasing operations or selling their trucks and trailers like those idiots I talked to. By the way, they all threaten me. I've had junk dogs threaten me, junk mop threaten me, I've had everybody threaten me. And just imagine those companies that come in this business for 1 year or 2 years and then go out of this business. What they've done, they've helped me grow my business. Why? They put the service out there. They put the brand out there. They put the name and that service of junk removal out there for that mom that lives in South Lake. That mother that's eventually going to want her garage clean. And who will they call? You, me, a junk removal service. Why? Because Jose's junk removal service that went bankrupt last month is not there anymore. J&J says, do you offer promotions or discounts? Are your prices firm? Okay, well, that's a good one, JJ. I'm going to get to that right now. But, you know, I want you to think about that, how the crackheads and how the small businesses, you know, they say 90% of any kind of business goes out of business, okay, 90% in the first year. In the second year, it gets even worse. The percentage goes up like 9%. It's like 99% of business. Only the strong survive. And this is the same thing for junk removal right now. It used to not be, but there's so many expenses and so many salesmen out there in junk removal that it scales that person down. Let's move on. Do I have any sales or promotions? And I think that's a great question. J&J's Junk Removal asked this question. He says, is there any, do I offer any promotions or discounts? You know, JJ, I got this ask in our Thursday night webinar, which you should be a part of. By the way, guys, we have this webinar. It's a live webinar every Thursday night. And it is such a great way to get these questions answered. So many people are in there. But let me answer this. I do not. I have never offered anything online at a discount. Why? The main reason is because I never got around to it. Number two is I'm already at a really cheap, low-end price, JJ. I'm like the Walmart of junk removal, that I don't have to offer something like that. And my prices are always firm until, JJ, until I get to the customer's house. Then that's when the negotiation process starts. One of the things that I mentioned in my webinar last Thursday night is I love the fact when a customer will negotiate with me. When they bring up the price and they say, okay, how much are you going to charge me? And I say $300, and they say, come on, let's do $250. I love that. I'm like, game on. I look at that as a challenge so I can harness and really work on my salesmanship. And the challenge is on. the price war is on with the customer. You know, they're going to pay something. They just don't want to pay the price. But regardless of that, I do not offer a discount. You know, when I see these discounts out there, I think of like, are you not sure of yourself? I don't know why. I don't know why. Every time I see a discount, especially, you know who offers a lot of discounts? People that cut grass. But it's like a non-negotiable price. Get your grass cut for $20 off if you sign up now. The problem is, you don't know what they're gonna charge you anyway. Here's how they do it. They come out to your house, they look around, they're like, okay, we can cut your grass for $60. And then they say, but I have this coupon, right? I have this coupon right here. It's right here. It says $20 off. He goes, oh, I know. We applied that coupon right now to you. It was $80, but we had to apply. Well, how'd you know? Well, when you called in, you mentioned you had a coupon. So we applied it. So it's $60 to cut your grass. That's how they hustle you. It's never a real coupon. And you know, some people make that mistake and the customers mention the coupon first. Hey guys, yeah, I needed you to come out and do a junk removal. I got this coupon, $100 off any hot tub removal. Oh, okay, cool. We charge $400 for a hot tub, so we'll apply that. It's only gonna be $300. I charge $300 for a hot tub removal, so it makes no difference. So that's why I don't really offer promotions or anything like that. I really haven't got to it, JJ. I hope that answers the question. But, you know, going back to the core situation is that we have complicated this industry by adding more services, more expenses to our junk removal business that has really hampered these small junk removal businesses coming into our industry and made them go bankrupt and made them cease operations. Well, I'm telling you, we've done a huge mistake. Huge mistake. Those people were putting our brand out there. You know how difficult it's going to be for a small junk removal service like me to put my brand out there? And I'm in other states. I have like 6 locations in Texas. And then, you know, 4 other locations across the nation. And just imagine how difficult it's going to be for me to put my brand service out there. Don't think it's something easy, guys. It's something difficult. I'm a guppy in an ocean of sharks. So the difficulty of doing something is a challenge to anybody. If you go online right now, you're gonna notice a lot of junk removal services that started are now going bankrupt. I remember this. Let me tell you a quick story before I get off this. In 2021, I decided to do a local summit, a junk removal summit. And I'm going to get to our summit too, by the way. A junk removal summit in 2021. COVID hit, so I invited local companies. We all had masks, and we talked about junk removal. There was about nine companies, about 16 people that showed up. It was about 9 companies, but 16 people showed up. Out of those 16 people, only 3 of them are in business right now. And that happened 2 years ago in 2021. So think about that. Only 3 of them are in business of the 9 companies that showed up. So 6 of them are gone, and I'm pretty sure the other 3 will be gone by the end of this year. And most of them were my friends. They've closed their doors, they've ceased operations, they just don't want to do it. They went back to waiting tables. They went back to work at the Mint. They went back to work at, a waiter at a banquet hall. They're done. They were helping us put the brand out there and the service out there, but now it's done. So I want you to think about that. There's this dumb shit out there named Russ Berry, by the way, and he does these videos. Well, he used to do videos, I'm not sure, but he runs a junk removal service. And I remember in 2020, he was saying how he called me up and he asked for advice. I gave him advice, and he's saying, Ricardo, if the business doesn't change in the next 6 months to 8 months, I'm going to have to cease operations. I'm going to have to close down my junk removal service. And Russ Berry, he was like, yeah, I'm going to have to close down. I can't do this anymore. Well, thank God that he went and got a PPL loan or EIDL loan from the government. He was able to survive and, save his business, and he bought himself a Corvette. But he's always on these Facebook groups, and he's always laying into these small companies starting up. These small little companies, these small, even crackheads or even one person, one truck and trailer, these small entrepreneurs that are coming into this business. And I look at him and he used to post these really erratic messages that say stuff like, oh, these crackheads stole this job for me. He's charging $85 when I was doing it for $200. And I'm thinking, you know what, dude, you better be glad that guy was in this business, saving this industry. Because yeah, he might go bankrupt in a couple of years, but at least he put the brand and the service out there. So don't be hard on these companies trying to start out. Help them out if you can. They're going to go out of business anyway, eventually. They won't be able to survive in that ocean of sharks. Anyway, guys, I also want to mention that we announced yesterday, tentatively, that we will have a Dallas junk removal summit right here in my hometown. It will be hosted by the Junk Guys at the Junk Guys new headquarters in downtown Dallas. It is going to be 3 days, a Thursday, the 14th, the 15th, and the 16th of Saturday. It will be a 3-day event here in Dallas, Texas, and we are going to learn about junk removal, how to stay in business, and I'm really going to pinpoint about how to stay in business in junk removal, because I'm going to tell you something, guys. I'm going to tell you, right? J&J says, I got this new startup in my area called Junk Guys Nash. Sorry about that, JJ. I didn't mean that, brother. But we are going to talk about how to stay in business in junk removal, how to grow your business in junk removal, and how not to close your doors. That's a big topic for us. But we are also going to talk about, I've invited Jedi Junk Removal, Andrew, the owner of Jedi Junk Removal. He's on another channel, about how you can buy ads, how you can do these online services. And then I will speak too, but we are in talks right now to sign some of the biggest influencers on YouTube, on TikTok, to come out to our Junk Removal Summit 2024, March 2024 in Dallas, Texas, home of the Junk Guys guy. If you ever dreamed of growing your junk removal service, or getting a entrepreneur, or getting the entrepreneur spirit, this is the way to do it. I'm telling you, it's easy. It's going to be smooth, and the tickets to go to the Junk Removal Summit are only $150. 150 bucks. I think JunkCon 2022 was like 700 with the discount of 200, which is 500 bucks, right? Which was a great JunkCon. Well, we're doing the micro version of that. We're not going to have all the bells and whistles. We're just going to have whistles. You know what I mean? We're not even going to have bells and whistles. We're going to have like somebody just whistling. You know what I'm saying? But the Junk Removal Summit's going to be absolutely awesome. J&J says, no, all around Junk Removal says, hello, Ricardo. It's raining here in Mesa. We got work. Hey, yes, I love hearing that. But I want everybody, I want people like, all around Junk Removal to be there. I want J&J's Junk Removal to be there. Junk Guy Nashville was going to be there, people, we need to go and grow this industry even bigger and better. And if we don't have these summits, these get-togethers where people can network, people can, minded people can talk and communicate, and ideas about junk removal, then you know what, I'm going to tell you something. We're never going to succeed, and this industry might die. It might die. We don't know. So many things happen in this industry to grow and to harness what is going on right now. But I'm going to tell you guys, Junk Removal Summit, JunkCon 2022 did something that a lot of companies went to, and we're going to do it again because they're not doing it next year. Junk Removal Summit 2024 here in Dallas, Texas is only $150, but wait, because in the next couple of months, Junk Guys, we are tying in our $1,000 course, to $99 a subscription, and you can buy both things. You can buy a ticket and our subscription-based online curriculum, which I've made a micro curriculum for a subscription base of $99 a month, and get over 100 micro videos about junk removal. And you get a ticket to our Junk Removal Summit, guys. It's gonna be awesome. It's only 200 bucks, but I think our subscription is gonna be awesome. Awesome, totally awesome. You'll get the weekly webinars, coaching every week for as long as you have our service on a $99 basis. You get the videos and you get a ticket. You get one ticket to go to the summit where you'll meet other companies just like yours, small companies, mom and pops, and big companies. You know, the last time I did this was in 2020, and that was the last year because immediately COVID hit. We had over 55 companies show up. The year before that, we had 42. The year before that, we had 18. So we went from 18 to 42 to 55 companies show up. And now in 2024, we're going to easily have, with the response that when I announced it yesterday, we easily had about 20, 23 people, somewhere around there, reach out to me. Can you imagine if I only got 5 of those to come, and then we're 8 months away, 7 months away? Get your tickets soon. I'm going to put a link soon to buy tickets to Junk Removal Summit 2024 in Dallas, Texas. And I'm going to tell you guys, come out, meet the guys. I have something planned at night that's going to be so awesome. We're going to do a tour at night after the 3 classes are done during the day on Friday. We're going to do a tour of the assassination of John F. Kennedy downtown Dallas. It's going to be so awesome at night. And then we're gonna have dinner, go do the assassination, and then the next Saturday we're gonna have the meetings again. And then I got something planned at night. So it's going to be awesome. It's going to be 2 days of just pure junk removal, and the meet and greet, which is Thursday. There's not an extra charge for that. It's all included, $150. Now, one thing I will tell you, you'll have to pay for your own lunch. My new headquarters is right around the corner from a restaurant incubator, which has like 8 restaurants in this small compacted place. It's sweet. It's this idea Dallas had, but you'll pay for your own meals, you'll pay for your own dinner, and we're gonna have a good time. It's gonna be awesome, okay? Only if you buy dinner and lunch at Salt Lake's Barbecue. I'm not gonna buy that shit. I'm not gonna do that all around. But I'll order us some pizza or something like that. I don't know. But listen, I wanted to keep the price low at $150. That's gonna pay for the chairs, the tents, any audio equipment that I have to rent or anything like that. And it pays, you know, for any outsourcing costs that might have during this whole summit. Because honestly, when I had it in 2018, 19, and 20, I took a loss every year, but it was okay. It was okay. I didn't mind. It's not a big deal. I never really talked about it. But in 2024, I want to at least break even and not make any money at all. Just break even and not take a $500 or $1,000 loss like I did the years before. But anyway, guys, look into it. Listen, my email is junkguysdfw. That's Dallas Fort Worth, junkguysdfw @gmail. Send me an email telling me you're interested in the Junk Removal Summit 2024, and I will send you a link how to sign up when we got the link. So give me a couple of weeks when we got the link together. But the bundle that we have for the course and the link is absolutely incredible. It's awesome. You know, my course was $1,000, and now we have made a micro course with the same videos, just totally different. It is 100 online videos, curriculum, lectures, tutorials, videos about junk removal, videos about hoarder houses, evictions, stuff like that. It's a really detailed course, and it's $99. Not only do you get the course, but you will get the online webinar coaching once every Thursday at 9 p.m. We do them every Thursday, and they're pre-recorded. If you missed them, they'll also be on the course. We record all of them. Yes, thank you, Carson. Sounds like fire, or there is a fire. What are you, in Maui? So anyway, guys, he got stood up yesterday by his date, by the way. Carson did. Anyway, guys, so I'm gonna go out here to this heat because it's gonna be about 1,000 degrees outside, and I'm gonna get to work. I got a hot tub removal. I also have a house cleanup. That's really cool because this lady's giving away her plants, right? She's giving away like 20 plants, and they're big plants. So I'm taking my F550 so I can put the plants in the back. Anyway, that makes a different point, guys. I'm gonna do a cool video of it today, and hopefully I can post it. Hey guys, don't forget, if you like these videos, subscribe to my channel. I will talk to y'all later. And think about making it down here to Dallas. We're centralized. See what the airline tickets are. But our tickets are only $150. With the bundle, it's $199. So either you're gonna spend $150 just the ticket to go to the Summit, or you can spend $199 to get the Summit and the online courses. It's pretty cool. Anyway, guys, don't forget to subscribe to my channel and tell your friends about the Junk Removal Summit 2024. Bye-bye.